So a little update on the Focus. I thought I'm going to sell it on because I'm bored, which I've put a door on that already, but I've got a quarter to do. So I advertised it on Facebook and there was quite a lot of interest, but obviously there's some uncertainty with regard to things like it doesn't rev up. So what happens when you turn it on? You get all these lights coming on, all the warning lights, seeing manual and kind of this isn't working and that's not working. So then when you go and try and start it, fires up, no problem. You think, well, it can't be that bad. But it doesn't rev. And then you've got, again, all these things flashing up. So I plugged in my code reader. So this is odd. It's definitely plugged in. I just thought I wasn't getting it straight on. But now there's nothing coming through. So everything's on as it was before. But basically when I plugged it in before, there was just lots and lots of codes that kept coming up. So I did a little bit of poking around. Obviously all this ECU had a bit of a nudge in the accident, and I don't know if you can see here, get a better shot. Things like that are not going to help. So first and foremost is sort the wiring, and then we can find out what faults it's really got. Well, the first things to do is obviously disconnect the battery. I'm just going to start messing about with wires. Right. Now when I was feeling around for broken wires, I managed to stab myself with a little shard of metal, which caused a bit of a bleed. It's all pretty bent and twisted, this, so just undoing the knots is proving to be awkward. Managed to get the bolts out. The ECU looks like it's had a bit of a battering, but it potentially looks okay. But obviously the point of interest, these wires. There's quite, right, okay, so there's 1, 2, oh, don't tell me they're all yellow. Really? Oh, no yellow with a black line. Okay, so yeah. Okay, there's I don't know if you can see there, but there's quite a lot. Yeah, so that is definitely not going to help in any communication. So I'll cut the sheathing back and try and get them repaired. So there we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completely broken, and 1, 2, 3 which are virtually broken. So I'll start stripping them off and preparing. So I've put these crimp terminals on the end of these wires, stripped these ones back and slid over some heat shrink. So now I've got to try and join the two. As you can see, there's not a massive amount to play with, so they're going to end up quite tight. So I'll just have to do one at a time, and we'll see how it goes. So that was so fiddly. So they're all crimped up. There's a couple that are still nearly broken, so I'm going to address them in a minute, but I'm keen to know if that cures it, so I'll just heat shrink them and we'll see what happens. Right, we'll see what it comes up with. Now, there was a fault on just the OBD2 reading. There's still a fault there, so let's see what that is. Intake air temperature sensor, high bank 1. Let's see what happens if we raise them. Right, it's done. Are they still there? Yeah, they're still there. Okay. Air intake temperature. Interesting. Okay. Right, well, let's just go and do a bit of a deeper read on it. Go in the diagnostic setting, and it reads all the different modules then. But I'm just chuffed that it's revving and kind of not flashing up hundreds of different faults and this, that and the other's not working. Yeah, I mean, there was so many faults that were coming up before. The ABS system's still coming up as a fault. Well, let's just see, out of interest, what the body control module is saying. Obviously, it's not got a mirror, which could affect some things like your blind spot sensors and yeah. Don't know if it's actually got cameras on, but I'm not sure. Don't think it has. Right, okay, so that's basically the turn indicator is obviously not there because the mirror's been removed, well, smashed off. Okay, so there's nothing I can do with that one. That fault will remain, so let's just clear all the faults on everything. So they are clearing the faults now, whether they come back or not. So yeah, the passenger front door module is obviously going to be a fault, but yeah, I think that's the only one now. So let's just fire it up and see what happens. Okay, so the engine management light's gone off again. Big result. So there's no warning lights apart from the seatbelt. Everything else is doing what it's supposed to do. Happy days.